I still don't know how this is going to work. Here we go. Finally. And hopefully it'll keep on going. I'm going to use this coffee again. So here is my Dollar Tree fork and spoon set. So with my little mod. So, but I don't think I need the extra length today. The water is hot. See what I may do. Since it's so hot, I'm going to pour some from my water bottle in there, cool it off a little bit. See how it is. It's hot. It's pretty good. This is really good instant coffee to have cream and sugar in it. Okay. Okay, I think it's about time for me to do a video response on a tag that I got from about 2 years ago. And who tagged me was Survival Preacher. He tagged me of why I like the outdoors. Well, I've never done it. I've done several of them, but I just never posted them. So I believe this one's going to be it, but I'm going to make it short and sweet. Try to anyway. Ever since I was a baby, before I could even walk, still in diapers, my mom and dad would take me camping with them. My dad, he's always been an outdoorsman. My mom, she's always loved the outdoors and loved to fish, you know. So I remember stories that my mom used to tell about when they would go, they would throw in the chest of drawers in the back of the truck with all our clothes, diapers and all that, which back then they used cloth diapers. So I don't know how she would have washed them back then. So she probably went to the lake or the closest river. I don't know. But anyway, my first camping experiences, I cannot remember. But I do remember going a lot with them to the lake, to the mountains. We would go, I mean, we would go there a lot and fish. We would trout fish. We had a boat, so my dad, he'd take us out on a boat. We'd go water skiing. Well, not water skiing, because I didn't water ski. He would. But we would jump on tubes. Not these kind of tubes that you buy in the store nowadays. Back then, you would just go to the truck store or whatever, where they work on trucks, and you would buy old tubes that had holes in them or something, and you blow them up. So that's the kind of tube that we had when we went tubing. So we would do that. We would find pieces of big styrofoam that floated away from docks, and we would get on that and use it as a raft. We'd find little sticks, you know, and we'd make paddles, and we'd paddle around, you know, not too far, but we'd paddle around in the cove or something. It was just something to do. It was really neat. Other stuff that we would do, we'd go up in the mountains. We'd climb on the side of a mountain. We would push rocks off, you know, get to the top, push rocks off, you know, never really thinking that, hey, they could be somebody down there, you know, a car could be coming on the road down there that the rock could hit. We was kids, we didn't think about that stuff. What else did we do? We would go to the beach. My dad had an old Jeep CJ7. He would hook up his, I think it was I can't remember what size, 18 or 21 foot camper, pull behind. He'd hook it up to that Jeep, and we would drive like 8 to 10 hours to go to the beach. So we'd go to Myrtle Beach, we'd go Panama City Beach, we'd go to around Destin area, we just Daytona, around in that area. So we done a lot of camping back then. That was my dad's main vacation. You know, we would take normally at least a full week, if not a little more than a week, just camping like that. As a child, I did stay in the woods a lot, climbing trees, having pine cone fights, dirt clod fights. It's kind of bad now, because when you think about it, having those kind of fights, you don't think about it as a kid, but I'm telling you, dirt clod fight, acorn fight, pine cone fight, that's a good recipe for a blind eye, because believe me, I know a guy that was blind in one eye because they was having acorn fights, and he got hit square in the eye with it, and it popped it. So, and he's got a glass eye now. But yeah, the pine cones that we would use, we wouldn't use the ones that the seeds that are already popped out and they was brown. We always like to pick up the heavy green ones that was still sharp. So, and when they hit you, if you hit them in the right spot, it would draw blood. So, but we had some good times when we was kids, just doing that kind of stuff. I still get out in the woods. Like I said, I don't get out. I'm not as adventurous and outdoorsy as a lot of other people are, but I do enjoy getting out and still doing stuff, ride around. I like to go up in the mountains, you know, on the old logging roads or just dirt roads and just ride around. I just don't do it that much, you know. Price of gas is one thing, because I used to do it a whole lot more when I was younger, but I mean, when you were paying 70 cents a gallon compared to 270 and 280 now, that's a big difference. So but anyway, I just hope that kind of clarifies a little bit of why I like the outdoors. The other thing is, my parents, they always stressed to clean up your mess. When we left, there wasn't a piece of paper left. I mean, we got up everything. So my parents taught me right. They taught me not to litter. Even now, if I reach in my pocket to pull out something and I've got a peppermint candy wrapper that falls out of my pocket, I'll bend down and pick it up. Now, if the wind is blowing 20 miles an hour and it's done blowing it halfway across the parking lot, you know, I'm not. But if I can, I'll go ahead and get it. Now, one time, a receipt. No, what was it? Like a sales paper from a grocery store. The wind picked up and blew it out of the buggy, and you know how them things are. They're not stapled, so there goes about 4 or 5 of those sheets just going across the parking lot. And like a dummy, I ran right out there in the road, you know, but of course, you know, there wasn't that many people. I did look, but I probably ran maybe 50 foot to go get those papers up, and they were still going. I had to go and step on them. So hopefully that right there showed somebody that was watching that I wasn't gonna let that go, you know, and be trashy. So okay, well, I think that'll be it for the why I like the outdoors, and I want to thank Survival Preacher for tagging me about 2 years ago to do this. Sorry, Casey, but I know it's took a long time to do this video, but I reckon better late than never. So okay, I hope y'all enjoyed that little story. And he didn't tell me to tag anybody else, so I'm not going to tag anybody else. But I just hope you enjoyed that little story, and I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and I'll check y'all out later. Thanks for watching.